everyone. So this is going to be a fire sign reading for the next 7 days. And by my fire signs, I mean my Leos, my Sagittariuses, and my Aries. Okay, heavy on that fire element. So let's just get started. We're going to do some signs and synchronicities. Okay, Kundalini awakening. Okay, so some of you all are getting ready to start. This is specific, so this may not resonate with everybody for the next 7 days. But for a lot of you all have been learning how to tap into your power. And there's some kind of project that you are working on, and you're going to decide in the next 7 days that you're not going to just lean on your brain. You're going to start leaning on your intuition and your psychic abilities or your intuitive abilities. Some of you all have been working diligently at strengthening your 7 chakras. Specifically, I'm saying the third eye and the crown chakra, the sacral chakra, and the heart chakra. And so you guys are going to be leaning on your ability to tap into the 5th dimension to either come up with ideas or create something new. Number 4, stability, order, foundation, and a strong sense of grounding. The number 4 also represents all 4 elements, which is earth, water, fire, and air. So again, that message is this is a different type of stability that you guys are getting ready to embark on. This is a stability where it's not just rooted in physical things. It's not just rooted in my money, my home, my brain power. This is a stability in embodying all of yourself and using all that you have. No lottery numbers being using all of your abilities to these are signs of synchronicity. So the number 4 came out as a sign of synchronicity. So if you start seeing the number 4, I'm sorry. If you start seeing the number 4, pay attention. It is a message for you to stabilize and to get grounded and to utilize the 4 elements, as I was saying. This is about more than just you using all of your physical resources. This is about you using your spiritual resources as well. And in the next 7 days, that is something that you're actually going to start considering as an option, whereas in the past you would have only used the physical resources that you have in the 3rd dimension to help you. Now you're going to start seeking your resources from beyond, from your intuition, using your creative spaces to help you create solutions. I just heard playground as well. And then pleasure came out. That's crazy. I just heard playground as well. So a lot of you all are going to get a lot of pleasure out of doing this. You didn't realize how fun it could be. Problem solving, how fun problem solving could be when you start to tap into all of your elements, everything about you, your intuition, your 3rd eye, your crown chakra. You're going to be surprised at how the messages start flooding in, and it's going to feel like play. And then pleasure came out. So you're going to enjoy this period of time. It's going to be a new sense of grounding for you. Submission. I thought this said sunshine. Submission. Okay, so yeah, you guys are going to learn how to submit to your intuition in a way that you've never done before. Popular. Oh, okay. So whatever this is that you're working on, it's going to gain a lot of popularity. So if you are a content creator, you guys might end up going viral. If you are, if this has something to do with your work and you work at a job, you're going to get recognition for whatever it is you're about to put out. And Virgo. Okay, so Virgos, they're heavy on perfection. So now we like to say all the time that there's no such thing as perfection, right? But perfection is in the eye of the beholder. And at the point at which you learn to embody your mental, your physical, your emotional, your spiritual, your intuitive, your psychic, your third eye, your crown, your sacral, your heart, your throat, all of these chakras, your solar plexus, your root. Once you start learning how to incorporate all of these things into one, perfection is in the eye of the beholder. You will be your definition of perfection once you embark on this journey, and something is going to trigger you in the next 7 days to take this step out into the unknown. I'm being called to this deck. This is not necessarily a career reading. This is my career life and career and life oracle deck. So I don't know, I'm just being called to this deck, so we'll see what comes out. Cultivation. You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. Also, the word cultivation, bringing all of the elements together, cultivating them and bringing them and conjoining them as one. That's a message I'm getting too. Renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and break through. Yeah, there's going to be something. Maybe it's a challenge. Maybe it's an epiphany. I don't know. We're going to dig deeper. But there is something that is coming as a catalyst to push you to a limit of breaking past that fifth wall, breaking your glass ceiling. You're getting ready to enter a new phase of intuitiveness, a new phase with this Kundalini awakening here. You're getting ready to experience another awakening. Connections. Build bridges between people. Contact those who can help you. Your actions set you up for the next opportunity. Okay. Now we're going to move on to this one. What can my fire sign collective expect in the next 7 days? What do you have for my Leos, my Aries, and my Sagittarius' confessions? You're getting, yeah, this is like a lot of just message energy where you're getting ready to see something in a different way now. Abandoned, left out, walked away cold. Obscurity. Okay. This is something, this is a part of you that genuinely has never been tapped into before. And I'm hearing that you've always felt this capacity within yourself to be able to achieve a higher level of enlightenment. I'm also, now this is going to sound funny or crazy or whatever, but this is the message that I'm getting. Like some of you all like fantasize about your abilities, your intuitive powers as if you are a superhero, and you've always been that way. You've always been that way. You've always known that there's an unlimited potential inside of you that is untapped. And for whatever the reason, in the next 7 days, you're getting ready to tap into that. Karma. Okay, so some of you all, and this is where it gets deep, take it as it resonates. For those of you that believe in past life, uh, regeneration, some of you all, this was something that you never did get to accomplish in your last life. So this is on your karmic list of things to do in this lifetime, which is to tap into that unlimited potential that you have. While you may have reached certain milestones in your last lifetime, hi Octavia, while you may have reached certain milestones in your last lifetime, one of, we can't do everything. You know what I'm saying? If these lives, they're just temporary, but our souls are eternal, and we have a to-do list of things to do. Maybe we don't get everything done in that first life, that second life, that however many times we're reincarnated here. For some of you all, this is on your to-do list. You haven't been able to accomplish it in your other lifetimes. You will accomplish it in this lifetime. I keep hearing it over and over again that some of you all, as a child, like, you know how, like, they say you listen to your inner child because it'll guide you to who you really are. Listen to your heart. When you were a child, you genuinely felt like you were a superhero. That was not a fantasy. You really do have untapped power that you have not tapped into yet. That was not the imaginations of a child. That was your inner calling out to you. And because you were young and susceptible and still very tapped into the other side, you were able to hear that message and take heed. Distance, separation, blockage. Yes, there's been a blockage. So we're going to dig into that to see what's blocking you so that you can break through and tap into that potential. One more. Ooh. That was interesting. The energy is heaven. Second chance. Yeah, when I was just saying that about the past life. A lot of you all, for those of you that believe and you know that you know in your soul and your heart that you've been here before, this is something that is on your to-do list for this lifetime. You will. This is something, just like you reached all those other milestones in your last lifetimes, this is something that you are going to complete in this lifetime. You're getting ready to be a magician. Literally. Okay. Let's do some tarot now. Spirit, why is Virgo here? Strength. Okay, so you're getting ready to push the envelope here with the Strength card. Maybe you weren't courageous enough, or maybe you didn't believe in yourself enough in the past, but you will. Why is the number 4 here, Spirit? The Chariot. More, Spirit. Why is the number 4 here? 3 of Wands. Yeah, this is about laying the groundwork so that when it's time to get in the chariot, we take off. Kundalini Awakening. What do you want them to know about this Kundalini Awakening card? The Hierophant. Very spiritual. So some of you all are going to be doing research on spiritual awakenings, Kundalini awakenings, dark nights of the soul, and spiritual progression. Some of you all are getting ready to start learning from different sources how to tap into this power. So some of you all are not even going to go the super intuitive route. You're going to let your intuition guide you, but you're still going to seek a traditional source for some of you. So like, let's say you're into the Orishas or something like that, and you want to learn how to work with a goddess to teach you how to tap into that power. You're going to find information about Oshun. You're going to find information about Shango, or how to communicate with Oya. Things like that. if this is about yoga or something like that, and you want to learn about how to activate your chakras, you're getting ready to start doing research on what part each chakra plays, how to activate each chakra so that they're firing off at the same rate, and so you can optimize your power. Some of you all, that is the route that you're going to take. Why is connections here, Spirit? Two of Pentacles. Why the Two of Pentacles? The Emperor. Okay, so some of you all could end up working with a man. For some of you all, this could be a significant other that helps you bring about this change or help you find the information that you're looking for. Ace of Wands, a brand new beginning, fiery and passionate. Okay, so you're getting ready to connect with someone. Some of you all are going to be collaborating with someone, most likely with a very high masculine energy or a man. Okay. Why is abandoned here, Spirit? What is that about? The Death card. Wow. What did they walk away from? What's coming to an end for my fire signs in the next 7 days? What's coming to an end in the next 7 days for my fire signs, Spirit? Okay. Okay. So this side of you that you have abandoned, you're going to return to it. This is giving me inner child energy, but it's not the first time that I came across that energy in this reading. Some of you all are really getting ready to tap in and find your inner child, listen to your inner child, and let that be your guide here with the Eight of Cups reversed. You walked away. You abandoned it. This is, and you'll be coming back like the prodigal son in the next 7 days. What's Confessions? Why is Confessions here? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. They want you to know. Oh, wow. They want you to know that, that Spirit wants to co-create with you. You got the Nine of Pentacles reversed, which is about codependency, right? But this is a message of co-creation. Spirit wants you to know that you all can, this is something that you all can create together. And then you got the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. That your co-creation with Spirit is going to lead you to victory. There is something in your life that you really want to complete, that you want to create, and you haven't yet gone this route about creating it. And when you do, there's no looking back. This is going to change you forever. Because from that moment on, this is how you're going to create any and everything. There will be no task in your life that you don't use Spirit to co-create with. What's obscurity? What is hidden from my fire signs? The Five of Swords. Why the Five of Swords? The Empress. Okay, so a lot of you all have been in a more masculine energy. And when I say that, that doesn't, that means that you all have been in an energy of doing, action-oriented, problem-solving, innovation, which these are good things. They're not bad things. But Spirit is saying that you've felt defeated. You felt like you had to use your masculine energy and get, you know how like, You know how like that there's those memes of talking about the dynamic between a husband and a wife, where we'll ask them to do something so many times and then we'll get aggravated and just say, fuck it, I'll do it. Right? And they have all these ridiculous scenarios. At first it'll start with something small like taking out the trash. I asked you to take it out, you didn't take it out, fine, I'll do it. And then the next thing you know, she's trying to move a refrigerator in the house all by herself because she asked somebody to do it. She asked her husband to do it, and he didn't do it at the pace that she wanted him to do it. Right? So Spirit is trying to tell you that that's what you've been doing. Where Spirit would have done it for you, but Spirit was going to do it the way that they were going to do it, the way that they see fit, the way that's most perfect and in alignment with you and your highest good. You thought that it was just never going to come, or it was something that you could not expect Spirit to do, which is show up for you and create, give, instead of putting you in a position of having to do all the hard work. Right? So you said, okay, whatever. You want something done, sometimes you got to do it yourself. And so you thought that you were supposed to assume the position of the masculine energy in the dynamic. And Spirit is saying that is a misconception. That's a misconception. That is not true. You don't have to do everything yourself. In fact, we've been waiting for you to sit the hell down so that we can pick up the heavy load. If you would just drop those bags, if you would just put down all that stuff you're carrying around, we can pick it up for you. Right? With this Five of Swords, you thought that you had to do it yourself. You felt defeated. You walked away from you walked away from your receptive energy. You walked away from your feminine energy to stand in a more masculine position because you thought that was what was necessary or what was being called of you. And in actuality, Spirit is trying to tell you, no, you were always supposed to be in the Empress position, in a more receptive energy of just receiving, waiting for Spirit to put things in your hands and for you to decide what you're going to do with it. That's the only doing you have to do, is receive the gift and decide how you're going to use the gift. Okay, karma. Why is karma here, Spirit? Page of Wands. Why is karma here? Four of Pentacles. Yeah. This is your new, this is getting ready to be the most magical lifetime of them yet. You know, in your next lifetime, should you choose to reincarnate, that one will be a magical one too, because in your prior life, which is this one, you will have learned and picked up so many skills. And when you step into your next life, you will emerge more in a high priestess, magician, hierophant type energy, right? But in this lifetime, this is the one where you discover magic. The magic, the powers that you have inside of you. And so this lifetime will be the most magical one. I'm going to use myself as an example. When I'm a light worker, and when I first started my light work journey, I was heavy, consulting my ancestors. I was constantly servicing my altar, and I had made a lot of progress, a lot of spiritual progress, a lot of personal progress, and I was just in a mood of gratitude. This was not a new thing for me. I was always doing offerings of gratitude to the Holy Spirit, to my ancestors, to my angels, and to the Most High, always giving offerings of gratitude. But at some point during my journey, I had made a lot of progress. And so this particular night, when I decided to light my candle as my offering of gratitude, it was a freestanding candle. It's one of those little home living candles. It was like this thick and about this tall. It wasn't tall at all. It was one of those little candles. And I was sitting in my living room, and I had my little altar set up on my table, and I was sitting in front of it, just kind of meditating and being present with the Most High, being present with the Holy Spirit, being present with my ancestors and my angels. And this particular night, the flame shot up so high, and it got so big and so bright. I never seen anything like that before in my life. And so and I've experienced a lot of magical moments, but I would never forget that night because it was so magical. The flame, the way it just like, the way it blew up, and I never seen anything like that before in my life. I remember sitting there and watching it get bright like that, and saying to hearing my angels and my ancestors saying, "We are with you. We are proud of you." And watching the flame grow. And even though they were telling me that they were with me, that, and reassuring me, there was still a part of me that got scared because I never seen anything like that before in my entire life. And so and I'm saying that to say, you're getting ready on this journey. You're getting ready to experience a level of mysticism that's going to rock your world because you've never been here before. Okay, and now I want to see what else you guys can expect. I'm going to use my other deck. Let's use my other deck. What else can my fire signs, what do they not see coming? My fire signs, my Leos, my Sagittarius, my Aries, what don't they see coming in the next 7 days? Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles. Okay, messages of love are getting ready to come in for you, fire signs. Someone is going to be, now this could, for some of y'all, I'm hearing it's your spirit team, and that's why they had me tell you that story. They're getting ready to show you how much they love you, how much they're there for you. You're getting ready to start receiving an outpour of messages from your spirit team in the next 7 days. But for others of you, it could be both. Two things can be true at once. Your spirit team could be showering you with love, and then you could also be receiving messages of love from someone that you are romantically involved with. Because I'm also seeing that here as well. Oh, okay. Okay, so some of you all struggle with anxiety. That is getting ready to come to an end, and you're getting ready to unlock the key of how to defeat your anxiety and your depression. I am not saying that you shouldn't go to therapy. I'm not saying that you shouldn't consult your doctor about your anxiety or your depression. But what I'm saying here is that in the next 7 days, whether it be meditation, whether it's yoga, whether it's some kind of light working, whether you actually consult a therapist or talk to your doctor, one way or another, at the end of the day is going to end somehow, some way. You're going to come into contact with the information that is necessary for you to get rid of your anxiety and get rid of your depression. Okay? And this is going to be like a miracle for you, for those of you that really struggle with it and never thought that you would overcome. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so all of this inspiration, you're getting ready to receive so much inspiration that you're going to want to get busy on something in the next 7 days. This might have been something that you were putting off, and in the next 7 days, you're going to get such a surge of energy and information that you're going to find it insatiable to resist the desire to get started on something. All right, you got the Eight of Wands. Lots of communication and fast movement. Yeah, like I said, this is getting ready to be a very magical time for you guys. I don't know what you guys are working on in the next 7 days, but I'm telling you, the movement is phenomenal. The messages, I have so many cards here about messages, rapid movement, hard work. One more. What else don't they see coming in the next 7 days? Okay, so the Ace of Cups. Once again, overall, advice. What advice do you have for my fire signs? The Hierophant. I told y'all. This is the second time the Hierophant came out. This is the second time, 2 different decks. This is the first time the Hierophant came out. And now here he is again. So Spirit is trying to urge you to go and learn, find you a mentor. And by mentor, I mean you can find somebody on YouTube. You want to learn more about chakras and how to get your chakras aligned and how to strengthen your third eye, your crown chakra, so that you can receive messages, use your visionary techniques to manifest things into the third dimension. Go find a video on it. If you want to learn about yoga so that you can heal your body, go find a video on it. If you want to learn about light working and you want to start working with your ancestors, go find a video on it. If you want to start learning how to work with gods and goddesses, go find a video on it. Spirit is urging you, go get that information because it's going to be soul enriching. And every little bit of information that you get from some outside source, Spirit is going to be right there. Your spirit team is going to be right there, sending you messages to either confirm or deny, helping you to learn how to tap into your power of discernment through your intuition. Okay? What other advice? What other advice do you have for my fire sign, Spirit? Well, the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a researcher. I don't know what else to say. The Five of Wands. Okay, so some of you all may have doubt in your head. Spirit wants you to combat that like the plague. Do not listen to your negative thoughts. Do not let doubt creep in. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Remember how the Five of Swords came out earlier in this reading, but it came out upright, and it's because you felt defeated. Spirit wants you to know that you are not defeated. It just was not the right time. You were not spiritually ready. You're ready now. So now it's time to revisit that thing and attack it. Go after it. And find peace within yourself in knowing that this is who you always were. This is a part of your calling. And just because it didn't work out that time does not mean it won't work out this time. What's your overall message for my fire sign, Spirit? King of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, so in this is the point at which you start building your own routine, your tried and true method, right? I have my own tried and true method. I've been here already, and I know that I'm getting ready to revisit this energy as well, because we all constantly evolve. Right? So there are parts of ourselves that we're constantly working on if we are trying to reach, enlightenment. There are parts of us that we're always constantly working on to improve our conditions, whether spiritually or physically. You're getting ready to embark on this journey where you're cracking open information, receiving messages from heaven that help you create a brand new blueprint. So now when you say to yourself, I'm going to set my altar, you know exactly how you're going to set your altar, because you've already gathered so many things. You've used your intuition for discernment, and you know exactly how you need to do things in order to manipulate energy the way you want to manipulate energy. When it's time to receive intuitive messages from the fifth dimension, from the Most High, from the Holy Spirit, from your spirit team, when it comes time for you to receive those messages, you will know how to tap into your intuition, because you will have a tried and true method. You're in that position right now of developing your tried and true method through trial and error. So give yourself grace, but I'm letting you know right here with the King of Pentacles, you will become a master at this. People will one day be able to come to you and ask you, well, how do I do this? And you can give them a step-by-step, you know what I'm saying, of what it is that you do to help them find the success that they need to find. Maybe they use everything you say, maybe they don't, because that's part of their path. But at the end of the day, you will have a genuine point of reference on how to move forward when it comes to tapping into certain abilities. The moon reversed. Yeah. This is something that has been lying dormant inside of you this entire time. And it was not time to crack open the vault. That's all this is. That's all that was about. It just wasn't time yet. Now, the sun is coming up. The moon is going down. We are at dawn. At the point at which we can see both the moon and the sun in the sky. That's where we're at. We're at the dawn right now, getting ready to start a new day. And this new day, you have the whole day ahead of you. You get to decide what your new day looks like. The sun is getting ready to reveal all the things that the night hid. And while the moon tried to illuminate things, there was only so much that you could see. You know how sometimes you'll see something in the dark from moonlight or whatever, and it'll look one way, but when you turn on the lights, it looks an absolutely different way? That's what's getting ready to happen to you in your subconscious. That is getting ready to happen to you in your waking conscience. The things that you see every day you will have a different perspective on them. And the things in your subconscious that you didn't know that you believe are getting ready to come flooding to the forefront of your mind in your waking conscious. Whatever belief systems that you've been holding on to that you did not know were a part of your negative patterns, they're getting ready to be illuminated. You are getting ready to step into a new day. This is the dawn. Okay. Let's close this message on out, because I know y'all don't want to hear me rambling. And I know that these messages that come out, when they come out, they're not always the most popular. Most people are looking for a love reading, blah blah blah. You know, most people are not, big on spiritual progression, but this is the message that came out. So for my collective, for the ones that gravitate towards this message, this is a message for you and only you, because I know this message won't resonate with everybody. This is the last card I'm going to pull, you guys. Message in a bottle. This entire reading has been about messages. So let's see what this little book has to say about the message in the bottle card. Also, the number on the card, this is the card. The number on the card is 15. When you combine 1 and 5, you get 6. 6 is a number of balance and harmony. Okay. All right, message in a bottle. The essential meanings are communication, a sign, a cleading, The ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. I could not have chosen a better ending oracle for this reading. Okay, that's why I have to read this book, because I don't know the full messages of each and every last one of these cards. Okay, I could not have chose a better card. Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. Y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is about to be so magical. Pause. I'm just being filled with such a bright energy right now. This is about to be so magical, y'all. These messages that you guys are getting ready to receive in the next 7 days, they are getting ready to change. This is an upgrade. You're getting ready to receive a spiritual upgrade. A lot of you all have been doing the work. You have been doing the work. Okay, Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them. When you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. I had a call come through, so I don't know where it did that. I'm gonna Spirit sends you signs when you ask for them, when you believe you will receive them, and when you allow yourself to become fluent in the language of symbols, oracles, and omens. They may come to you as a bird flying by, a logo on a truck, and a song on the radio. Expect confirmation that you're pointed in the right direction. Keep your ears open, for someone might just say the right thing that will give you the answer to your query. Today, your message is this: Spirit hears you, and the reply is favorable. I want to read you all the prosperity message here, too. You are on target with your purpose and your passion. You are coming into alignment with your destiny, and Spirit wants you to know that you're on the right track. Expect a call, a new opportunity, or a message from an old friend or business contact that will lead you closer to your dreams and greatest desires. Spirit has been listening to you. Oh, guys, I want to pull another one. I have to, and then I'm going to let y'all go for real. This reading has been entirely too long. Not for you. 6. Here is the not for you message. And that's crazy because remember, the message in the bottle came out as 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 is about balance and harmony. Not for you came out. 6 is the number for this card, and it's the same exact number. Alrighty. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. And what I'm hearing for that message is, this is the destined life versus the fated life. The life that you thought you were supposed to live versus who God called you to be. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. Indeed, your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better that will make you truly happy is on its way. Trust this. I'm telling you, this message is about who you thought you were supposed to be versus who God is calling you to be. If there were times in life where you felt rejected, you were rejected because you did not belong there. You belonged somewhere else. You guys are royalty. You were not meant to sit down in the dirt. You were meant to sit down at the table. You have a seat at the table. There were things that you wanted that had absolutely nothing to do with who you are, who God called you to be, your highest purpose. And now it's time to step into that purpose. And with that purpose comes an inheritance that's greater than anything you could have ever imagined and greater than anything that could have ever rejected you in the past. Okay, y'all, that was your reading. I'm going to let you guys go. We've been on here for too long. I will see y'all next time.